Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
Words, let's kindly pout up. I'm going to read it to the best of my knowledge and in the way it is sent to me. So this is a response to the guy that interviewed Wunmi Aloba. And the subject says, addressing misleading statements in your interview. It is deeply troubling to hear Wunmi's statement in your recent YouTube interview, as many of them appear misleading or outright false. The focus of the interview should have been on critical questions surrounding Mohbad's death. Who called the nurse? Why wasn't the body taken to the hospital? Why didn't the police secure the house? Why has Mohbad's friend, Bella, whom you interviewed, remained silent and failed to speak out against Naira Marley since his return from Canada? There are many urgent whys, yet instead, the interview patronized the character assassination of Joseph Aloba and the DNA test controversy. While it is within your discretion to address these topics, it is equally important to clarify the misinformation spread by Cynthia Omoumi Adebanjo, who has no documentation to support her claims of being Aloba regarding the DNA issue. To set the record straight, it was VDM who initially raised the topic of a DNA test, explaining that in suspicious death cases, a DNA test is often conducted, not Joseph Aloba. The father did not request DNA test in Nigeria until November, after Iyabo Ojo advised him via Instagram to take legal action. Only then did he consult his lawyer, who formally communicated with Wunmi's legal representatives. Wunmi, on the other hand, only reached out in December, at which point she cursed her father-in-law over the phone, accusing him of being responsible for Mohbad's death. Another critical point: Mohbad's lawyer was present at the house the night he passed away. One would expect him to involve the authorities to secure the scene, yet he remained silent and failed to take any action. Instead, he called the grieving father, stating that what remained was enough to divide, and instructed him to proceed with the burial. Despite the cause of death still being unknown, one shocking detail Wunmi failed to mention is that she instructed the father-in-law, who arrived around 9:30 p.m. Nigerian time on September 12, 2023, to go and revoke Mohbad's spirit in their village in Ekiti. However, according to her testimony at the outgoing inquest, Mohbad died around 3:30 p.m. If that time is accurate, how could the father-in-law have met the nurse at the house at such an odd hour to the extent it will ask her to leave? Accordingly, Wunmi falsely claimed in your interview that it was her first time is untrue. She has granted multiple interviews on TikTok, where she frequently goes on live streams to curse people. Regarding Prime Boy, she mentioned him in the interview, but conveniently left out a critical detail. In a live TikTok session, she instructed her supporters not to play a particular voice regarding released by Prime Boy, which allegedly confirmed the existence of a CCTV footage in Mohbad's house. She explicitly told them, "Don't play the voice note because it could favor my husband in the ongoing case." These inconsistencies raised serious concerns about her credibility and the narrative she is pushing. As for Joseph Aloba, he never initially went public with his grievances. During the inquest, Wunmi claimed that the dispute over the placenta caused breakdown in communication with her father-in-law. Yet, it never took to the internet to discuss this. Her remark about Joseph Aloba being a celebrity is an unfair jab that should not go unchallenged. He has been speaking out in interviews to seek justice for his son. And the claim that he grants 3 interviews every week is a blatant propaganda. He lost his son and deserves to be heard. Regarding the delay in the coroner's inquest, Wunmi forcefully accused Joseph Aloba of blaming the government for stalling the process. However, in a Silverbed interview, he explicitly didn't absolve through involved. It is concerning that someone who claims to seek justice will manipulate the narrative in this way. For the record, Joseph Aloba, Mohbad's father, has no connection to or association with Ada Universe. It is Ada Universe, the entity responsible for halting the inquest. Despite Wunmi's claims in your interview, if you are committed to accurate journalism, you should investigate who is truly behind the delays. His only concern has been the lack of trust in the current investigation team. How does that equate to manipulation? If a woman lost her partner under suspicious circumstances, will she simply accept the government findings without questioning them? Furthermore, Wunmi's account of Mohbad's death has been inconsistent. During the coroner inquest, she never attributed his death to bullying. Now she claims bullying or the nurse injection was the cause. If the injection truly led to his death, why did she make 13 Instagram posts that night without mentioning the deteriorating condition? Why did she wait until Mohbad's body was exhumed to raise concerns? If Joseph Aloba was not seeking justice, why would he challenge the government's autopsy and toxicology results? Why is Wunmi putting words in his mouth and spreading blatant lies? If the government is responsible for prosecuting the case, who else should he hold accountable? Lastly, regarding the DNA issue, Wunmi initially argued that Joseph Aloba had no right to request a test and vowed never to allow him custody of the child. However, the family has expressed distrust in the Nigerian legal system and is willing to conduct the test abroad. While we are not asking you to invite Joseph Aloba onto your platform, it is worth noting that you covered the anniversary of Mohbad's passing but have not attended the coroner inquest or conducted the necessary research to understand the details of the case. This is an ongoing matter, and all hands must be on deck to ensure justice and closure. That's the end of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mami Ditola. Young Daddy, clap for her now. That is the response of critical thinkers to the Chude via email. We are going to be awaiting a response. and it has been stated that they are not willing and they will not be allowing Baba Mohbad to honor his interview. I mean, that is the position of the critical thinkers, but we would still wait for the outcome, and if he does not respond or do a proper correction, then we have to just follow up with a press release to tag him and I don't know what damage that would do to his what do you call this? His podcast. Because I don't understand. Let me mute her. Yeah. Sorry, she was not muted. I don't know what with his brand. I don't know the damage, but that is not the intention of people supporting Baba Mohbad. That is not our intention as regard to people that are supporting Baba Mohbad. We are just checking the credibility and the stance of a credible journalism. The act of journalism, we are checking to make sure that things are done right. Because most of the time when you want to give citations to publications to journalists, they ask you, can they make their own findings to substantiate whatever you are giving us? To substantiate that what you are giving us is not false, you are not misleading us. That is what journalism is all about. And I have experienced that. In fact, even most of the rants Baba Mohbad has gone to, before they say Baba Mohbad is coming to come to their studio, you give them, Baba Mohbad is coming to their studio, they will tell you, okay, we're going to make findings, and when we make our findings, we're going to get back to you, and you come. That is act of journalism. That is why you see them question Baba Mohbad based on their own findings, not on what Baba Mohbad knows. They are going to be asking questions based on what they find out. So in this quest, you see the guy was not asking questions. The guy was just the one it was the girl that was even leading questions. She was leading the guy. And it's shameful to his podcast, it's shameful to his program that it is the guest that is now leading. It is the interviewee that is leading the interviewer, and it's shameful. So and at the end of the day, this podcast was monetized. So we will say that it does not. There's no sincerity of purpose. It was an act of money making, and I will believe that the money that they are going to be making is going to be divided among them. So we don't want to go that route, but we are just saying that hopefully the guy respond, and it takes corrections and do the needful. We are not saying this is what he needs to do, but I mean, he needs to just react to that email before we go to the public. Thank you so much, everybody. If you have anything to say, you can go on. If there's anything you want us to talk about, please let's talk about it. Yeah, it's all planned. It's all planned. You will notice it was all planned. If it's not planned, why is it just some keywords that it's all planned. She didn't want to go to the issue of the death of the husband. She didn't talk about how the husband died. The only thing she said about the husband death was that and in page 246 of the CTC, Baba Mohbad's lawyer David Fadile was requesting that the manager of Mohbad, Sheyi Awonuga, or whatever her name was, should be present. And the magistrate says that the IPO should bring Sheyi to come and testify as the manager of Mohbad in page 246 of the CTC. So you see, the thing is that we are fighting. It's not just among us. You see, people think the fight is. That's why when I listen to Papariano, I just look at him, I just feel confused for him, because that is the only way. I feel confused for him because the simple fact is that Mohbad died. And what killed Mohbad, the government did not want to tell us. Every other thing that happened after Mohbad died, it is secondary. Baba Mohbad did not tell us Baba Mohbad is going to do forensics on his phone. But Baba Mohbad will do forensics on his phone. But the girl that was with Baba Mohbad, was with the girl that was with Mohbad, the government is not asking her to do forensics. The government said that after 9 days Mohbad was exhumed, they found syringes in the house. Is that not questionable? Syringe, bottles of used medications, gloves was found in a 4-bedroom apartment that 50 people were saying. Did they not sweep the house? Did they not clean up the house for 9 days or 10 days? So when some people speak at times, I just look at it like, well, I mean, we come from the same background. We come from a different background, and sometimes poverty, hungers, deal with a lot of people, and it is when you see at a point, you look at it like, what exactly? If you look at that, why exactly is this person or this woman or this girl or this guy doing this? The grassroots of it is the fact that there is something. There has to be something coming out. There has to be some kind of benefit in that angle that will make somebody see the truth and turn blind eyes to it. The girl that was supporting this girl, the girl that was supporting this guy, this girl before, she had how many people? There was this girl we spoke to. The first time I spoke to Tolani on Paparano's platform, she said she was a lawyer. And these are people saying that the day the girl agreed to do DNA, that she will lose her children. But he stated that she bet her unborn children's life on it that the girl will not do DNA. These are people, when you ask them, somebody stated that they are doing this for money. At the end of the day, they are backing out. Where are they today? These are the people, they were putting their future, their family's picture on the line because the money was involved. These are people that have gone extra miles. But there was a time about he was saying that the causes he has encountered, he has used his head to carry injustice. He was saying it in Ondo language. Tí mo kọ̀dẹ̀ tí forí ara mi gbà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Wunmi yìí lásán. Trailer mẹ́fà kò dẹ̀ lè kó tán, ó fi Ondo ló fi sọ. And it's the truth. And he has not stopped. He will continue. Tó mama gbèpè lọ ni. Because when you ask him now, is it the government? Is it Wunmi or Baba Mohbad? He will tell you, I do not care, wait for the police. With all these lies, with all these things Baba Mohbad has done, to say that government, give me justice for my son, and the government has closed their eyes. VDN has called the AIG out, in more than 15 times in one month, and they acted. Showore has called the government out in more than 15 times in 1 month, and they react. People are calling the government out, they are reacting. How come they are not reacting on this girl's case? And people will say, Baba Mohbad is not looking for justice. What more button does Baba Mohbad need to press? What more step does he need to take in this justice for Mohbad that he has not taken? So it is shocking, it's alarming, and I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for people that are propagating wrong narrative. And the question is, why? And the answer is hunger. Somebody was exposing another, a strong supporter is exposing another strong supporter to state that the woman stated that in tóun ti jẹ, justice for Mohbad, kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kóun jẹ́ lájẹpẹ́. A woman praying supporting the girl stated that in Konto Wunti Jenino justice for Mohbad, and the guy stated that, do you know the meaning of that prayer? This is a woman that used her platform to scam people for 203 million. 203 million. Retirement plan for people. And after scanning people, she said that in Konto Wunti Jenino justice for Mohbad.
Critical billion. Excuse me, sir. Critical billion.
Yes, sir.
I need you to say that part. I need you to say it in English for the purpose of those that are on this plan.
Yeah, she said the benefit she has gotten in justice for Mohbad. Now, this is not somebody on justice for Mohbad. This is somebody in women supporting women. She stated it that the benefit she has made in this fight for the girl, the mother of the boy, she prayed that she benefited for the rest of her life. She's praying that whatever benefit she has gotten, that she wants to benefit for the rest of her life. She wants to benefit for a very long time in justice for Mohbad. And the guy stated that, do you know the meaning of that prayer? These are the people supporting the girl. He said, this woman used her platform to scam people of 203 million. So if you see her screaming, yelling, open platform for 24 hours a day, that is the benefit. So when you see people open platform, dragging Baba Mohbad, to see people subscribing to their channels, to see people gifting them, this is what it all entails. Poverty, greed. It is poverty and greed. And I will say this, I thank God that I do not belong to that class. Satisfaction, contentment, it is the key that is putting me in this school, in this class, in this category of justice for Mohbad. The moment you are not contented, the moment you are not satisfied with whatever you have, that is when you keep going to one platform and another platform. Oh, they want to give me, let me go there. There's this guy, Top Movies. The guy stated that it was when he joined the girl's team, he takes home over 10,000 coins in a week. He stated it with his mouth around January, February of last year. It was when he joined the girl's team, the guy with the issue of blood. That was when he started. He's a Nigerian. So if somebody is making 10,000 coins a week,
period, say you are no justice from
where he won't go now, because he's not as smart as people that can engage. Now they've shifted class from him. It was him and Abati were the number 1 point man and our class. Now they've moved